pray for me out there, and I hope you guys like it. When I first met you, the first thought that came to my mind was how in the world did no one forget to record that shade in your eyes to the color spectrum? Then I felt this sense of pride, because I felt like I was one of the first guys to see what the sky must have looked like after the flood. And for the first time in a long time, I was speechless. And like the wind that collides with the trees and the breeze that goes over the beaches, you spoke in this voice that sounded like a music lesson. And so I took notes. And attempted to return with a score of my own, but only thinking of ways of how I could use this session. And then our hands embraced and formed this recipe to this ecstasy that left me with nothing left to say. In fact, that crease that you formed in your side of your lips when you first smiled in my midst is what really took my breath away. That was our first conversation. I went on to ask God to take the attendance in heaven because I was convinced that you had snuck out that day. And then I saw you again. And I knew it would take more than one event to wash on my eyes because I couldn't believe that it really was you. And unless the moon really was blue, I know it's the only thing able to reflect the light off the sun as if it was its own. But somehow you caused the brightest star in this galaxy to cast a shadow. And your hair, the way it flows like the grass in the meadows, woven into this tapestry that makes this silly rabbit tap his feet. And I think it's safe to say you even make the stars envious because your eyes have this twinkle that makes it look like you're about to shed tears. And it's that same look in your eyes that makes my head clear so any form of negativity loses its relativity. I just wish that I could speak in complete sentences when you sit with me, but the fragments of my thoughts prevent me from even making sense to myself, so I don't pay no mind on my lips anymore. I just smile. After a while, your random acts of appearance soon became like blessings each day. And I couldn't help but thank God for the new mercies I see. And from the verses I read, there's no doubt in my mind that you have to know Cleopatra. Because just like the lilies in the plain, you make the simplest scene look like a portrait of National Geographic. And your hair could be as natural as she could have it. It'd be a sight that you'd hate to miss. See, I just hate to wish that my legs would give me the strength to walk up to you and ask you out. I just hate to wish that my legs would give me the strength to walk up to you to ask you out. Maybe that'll give you a sign. You see, I spent a lot of time reciting rhymes hoping that you would notice that I finally got some confidence. But you never cease to appease my eyes and all of my sentences resort to compliments. And then you give me this look, as if you pity me. But then you would say something that makes you look like the epitome of grace. So I don't even feel ashamed as I should. And only Adam could feel the same as I could because you are enough to make me stumble, slip, and fall into a legacy in need of a savior. The absence of fruits in the garden is enough to make that star, but you are more than enough to make me call you beautiful. But I'm a victim. Too many times from these girls, from the schemes they do. If only my dreams came true, then maybe you would notice me. Check my motives, see I have no history of foolishness. I'm just a fool in this bittersweet life that's forever too large. I just hope the next time that I see you that it's never too far, because I'll be ready to meet you wherever you are. But until then, I continue to write with this pen that I'm holding in my jeans, and so I'll sleep again to the woman of my dreams. Thank you.